Hello everyone, welcome back to this episode of SimCity 2013. Last time we started off by increasing the density of our worlds and also finished unlocking Omitical, which we unlocked the robotic for the drones and also the commerce so that the drones factory no longer requires a trade port. This time in this episode, we are trying to get into 600,000 population in our city. Now, I am not too good when it comes to building a 600,000 city because I've never done it before, but the principle is still the same. The role determines how your city is going to run. So starting off, we are trying to just delete a coal power plant that we placed down last time and replace it back with the oil power plant. The reason why we changed it to a coal power plant in the first place is because Omega Coal keep hijacking the oil that was supposed to go into the power plant. Now that we replace it back to the oil power plant, we can save a lot more space, and also it's probably cheaper than oil in the first getting a coal power plant in the first place. Now let's check on our other utilities. Seems like water is a little bit lacking as of now, so let's just put a few. We're not really we don't really have money issue at the moment, so we could just spend a little bit extra. Seems like the I forgot about how all the factory that was basically infected by Omega Coal need to be demolished. So if you have Omega Coal franchise factory, the moment they don't have enough product coming from Omega Coal, they will be forced to close down. So we have to demolish them. So when it comes to growing a city into 600K, what we're trying to do is to balance out the work and residential and commercial. So if you have good amount of job that require people, people will start coming to your city and settle down, and therefore you have more residents. So right now, what you're trying to do in the city is to balance out your residents and also your workers count. And then you try to make the worker happy by having the sufficient amount of commercials. Right now, we can see that the city is slowly growing in density. So it is still growing, so that's a good sign. So as the city grows, the traffic will become more of an issue. One thing you could do is by reducing the number of intersections. So right here, I'm thinking about demolishing some of the roads so that the number of intersection can decrease and have longer roads for citizens to go. Here, I'm thinking that we should replace the university as in getting to a better spot. I have money to spend, so I just like to make the city a little bit better looking. So I'm gonna just replace the university and shift it a little bit to the left so it looks better. Now that I fixed the university's positioning with my OCD problem, we can demolish the worlds that is not needed. In this case, we're basically decreasing the amount of intersections and increasing the length between each intersection so that you know they the traffic doesn't get jammed up as much. So and also the houses here can just face back to back and we're not really losing any space. Okay. Same idea on the bottom here. We don't really need the row in the middle. We can just skip it over and have the building face back to back. I'm really concerned about this part here. The intersection is way too close. I do want the people from this quadrant to be able to access the main road, but also the intersection is a little bit too close, so I need to find a way to fix this. Let me think about this real quick. So since people need to go down to the factory all the way to the right, one thing I'm thinking is just to create a highway for them to go to all the way to the right. Right? Instead of having the stop sign going into the roundabout and then going to do more stop sign to go to the back, I'm gonna create a highway for them to just go directly towards the back. That way, less cars stop at some traffic light or stop sign, and they can just directly go all the way across the path. And the final touch. Now we have a highway to go across town without any stoppages. But there's still some short intersection here. Let's just give me some time to figure this out. Maybe it's not a problem by the next morning because most cars will travel through that highway. Okay, I got an idea. Let's just cut this building out. We don't really need it. Maybe this intersection? Yeah, this is not needed. This way, now we have a whole longer road before intersection. And we can still replace that building here. So we didn't really lose a building, but we improved the traffic. At least I hope it does. Ooh, seems like a new achievement. Usually I don't really go for big towns like this. Usually I just build a mega tower to fulfill the worker count for my specialization cities. I'm thinking I would just put another hospital here. As the city grow, you definitely need to have emergency services in different sector of your city because the traffic start to build up. The emergency service is not able to go anywhere in time. So you definitely need to have localized hospital, police station, and fire department. Here we can upgrade it to university and we can start some research. Now there's only a couple research that you should take from the university. Number one is my favorite would be the surgical center. What the surgical center do is when you place down the Department of Medicine, a School of Medicine actually, when you put down the School of Medicine, it reduces the chances of your sim to get sick all across the town, which is good. Number two is when you research a surgical center, you're able to build a surgical center in your hospital, and that will improve the speed which your sims get healed up. So that means you have less sick people. The achievement here. Clearly, I don't do this type of city a lot. It's nice to see that a lot of building is increasing in density. That's a good sign. Seems like, wow, there's a lot more prisoner than I thought it would be. So when your city grows really fast, you have new residents coming into your city. It takes time before they get educated. So when you grow the city really fast, it's likely that you'll have increased crime because new people like to commit crime because they're not educated. It takes time for them to be educated. I see that there's a lot of cars up here. I'm thinking to create a highway that run across the city as well without too many stop signs to helpfully redirect traffic. So I'm thinking to have a bridge to go behind all these buildings. Let's see what we can come up with, and yeah. And there we go. I think this is gonna work. And we just have to find the right spot here. And boom! We're basically done. Alright, we have a road that goes behind all the buildings and underneath them. Highway. So one thing you want to do is avoid sharp corners. If you have sharp corners, the car will slow down. If you don't have sharp corner, the car just whoops past this intersection. Well, this corner at least, without stopping it. So maybe a hospital here. Doesn't really fit. I'm killing off the building. I do need as much building as possible. So let's just make use of this like tiny spot here and just put a clinic down. I think clinic is sufficient. It doesn't really differentiate from hospitals, other than the fact that hospital are able to be having higher density, cheaper basically, and he can fit more sick people. But I'm not really having that much sick people in my town, so what's the point? So let's put down the Department of Finance. So the Department of Finance allow you to control the tax rate between different wealth classes. So for neutral happiness, low wealth is 11%, mid wealth is 10%, high wealth is 9%. For factories, same thing, high tech 9%, mid tech 10%, and low tech 11% in taxes. So right now, just put them all into neutral happiness. Oh, there's a building here. Burning fire? What? There's a fire department right here. Let's put down the bell. So the bell increases the response rate of the fire trucks so they come out faster. Hopefully burn your building down. It wouldn't burn your building down. You can save it. But I think the traffic is starting to slow down all the services. As you can see, some of the students no longer able to go to school because, well, the school buses aren't able to reach them in time. So this is what I'm talking about. As your city get high in density, you basically have to provide more services across town to be less concentrated. So when you plan the city out, you definitely want to make room for all these extra services to be placed. So I'm planning to fix the road here, minus to be a little bit better, so to speak, centered. However, drawing roads in this game is pretty much a pain in the butt. This is the biggest downside when it comes to SimCity is the lack of flexibility when it comes to drawing roads. And it makes road drawing to be really difficult, and you keep snapping on places that you don't want them to snap, like right here. In order to draw it like this, what you have to do is basically delete all the road in the middle and then draw again, which is just unrealistic. So let's see what we can do. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just accept the fact that we're not gonna place it in the middle. keep it like how it was originally. I guess nothing changed. We spent like 30-40K here making a tunnel and nothing really changed. But one thing we could do is make this intersection a little bit further. So instead of this close, probably not a good idea. We could make it a little bit further than before. So with a little curve here, curve it out, right? And we can do from the other way. So now we have a longer intersections. So it seems like the traffic become more green up top, but here it's just still a cluster of a mess. Maybe we can do something about it. How we're gonna fix this? Maybe we can draw a row here in the center to bring it directly to the other side without having to go to the center main row. Oh. Seems like this tunnel here basically block the high density factory. And we do need the job so that there's enough resident to be coming in. I don't know if this row is worth it. You know what? Let's just delete it. We don't really need this highway. It doesn't have to be perfect. A little bit blocky, as in it's fine. It's not really world ending at the moment. Checking out some utilities. Seems like we're cutting pretty close when it comes to power. Is there a way to fix this? Let's delete the starter one and replace it. Oh. They have the same volt power output. Yeah, 150, 150. But the newer one produced less pollution and drink less oil. I guess that's good. But we still need another power plant. Let's try to upgrade the shoes first, see how much space we need, so that we can plan out our oil power plant. Seems like we can fit it here. And looks like we do need a little bit more trash burning. The trash are piling up. We can delete this row here to add another one. Oh, actually I did this row long ago. I mean, this remove an intersection, which is good, right? Less shorter intersections, and now I have one big one. But we don't have enough room to put more dump. That's unfortunate. So if you scroll to the university research, now we finished researching the little surgical center, we could start another one. There's not much there to be researched that's useful for late game, right? The only useful one are the concentrated solar panel, if you ever decide to use the elite tower for generating power, elite mega tower to generate power, that's the only uses for concentrated solar panel. Second one will be the Great Work space station. We talk about that in later episodes, and also the detective wing. Even that's not that useful. The real research begins with the academy, which requires high wealth. Right now, we can't really do that because high wealth does not have enough population density compared to low wealth to push into 600,000. But right now, to capitalize on the fact that we have a high amount of resident, we could build, we could unlock all the department of university. So I'm thinking to put down another one. Let's see if we actually need mega towers, because I don't think my city is good enough to do 600,000 without mega towers. So one thing I don't like about low wealth mega tower is that it will be causing a massive traffic jam. You have a whole building filled with low wealth workers or low wealth resident, and there are just so many of them. And all you have is just one exit and entry. The building is always piled up like crazy. The traffic around the building is always piled up like crazy. So I guess around here it will be a huge traffic nightmare due to the stupid mega tower. But I don't think we have a choice at the moment because our role setup is not great enough to actually help us get into 600,000 civilian. So let's put down another university. So I think the university is a little bit glitched. I think original idea is you only have one university in your city, but I'm not sure why you could put down multiple. And it also help unlocking upgrades for universities. So if you ever want to fully unlock the university, I do suggest to put down multiple university across your cities. So time to select a crown for the mega tower. Here we're just gonna go with parts. So without any upgrade, you have three options. Basically, generate electricity with solar panel, uh, have an advertisement for your income generated by offices and mall in the mega tower, And finally, you have the park, which increase the happiness of a mega tower, reduces the chances of your residents leaving due to your incapability of balancing workers, shopping mall, and job in your city. So the park gives you a little bit more wiggle room, so to speak, so that you don't go bust playing with mega towers. However, if you do it correctly, you don't really need the park. The park doesn't really do much in the first place. So what I mean by balancing is when you see that the workers claim they're unhappy because they work to the bone, that means you need law, more of that wealth, residential buildings. Right? If it tells you that there's no shopping, clearly you need a mall in that mega tower. And third, if it tells you that they can't find work, clearly you need to create jobs. Otherwise, there's not people living in your mega tower. So mega tower itself is really sensitive to how you balance out your worker, commercial, and uh, basically job. Huh. Oh, I just realized there's a bridge here. We no longer need that bridge. We could delete that bridge. I might as well close this fire department. We'll just build it back later. So here, I'm gonna fix this so that maybe we can create more factory to increase the number of jobs in this park. What's happening here? Where can I go? It's a little bit glitchy. All you have to do is just delete the row and hopefully that fixes it. Yeah, what? There's still a gap here. Let's just delete this part as well. Alright, there we go. We can fill it back with industrial area and then fix the residential here. For this building, I think. Should I? Yeah, for these building, I wanted them to face back to back, like up and down from this perspective, instead of having them on the side here. Let's place back the fire department. Let's not be like last time where I forgot and have a whole factory burn up and blow up. We only have 460,000, still need 150,000 residents to get to 600. This is a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. You know what? Let's just don't be shy about it. Let's just place another mega tower. Originally, I thought I could do this without mega towers, but I guess I kind of have to cheat. This is completely due to the fact that the roadmap here, we didn't plan it out perfectly from the start for it to be population. I just did it so that it fits well with the highway and just keeping it simple. So that is the biggest problem when it comes to specializing. Yes, you have to plan your role according to your specialization. Uh, I kind of forgot about the land value. So when you get up in land value, you will start to have middle wealth and high wealth, right? Middle wealth. Right now we have a lot of middle wealth area here. Middle wealth have less density compared to low wealth. So since we're pushing 600,000 residents, you definitely do not want any mid wealth or high wealth. You just want nothing but low wealth and have them build a bunch of apartment buildings. But I was a little greedy. I wanted to have a little bit more research done on the university, at least fully unlocked university, while I have high population. But seems like becoming a double-edged sword, where now I'm struggling to get 600,000 residents because of the mid-wealth popping up. Oh, right now we are lacking a lot of job for low wealth. So that's also another reason why my city is not turning a lot of building is not turning into high density for the low wealth is because I just don't have the jobs. So I need to think about creating jobs for more resident, but I kind of already map out the residential zone. So you know what? Let's just use office buildings. What we can do is use a mega tower to compensate for that, which create low tech offices to help with the amount of worker that's needed in the city. So basically increase the worker demand. Seems like two mega towers are not enough. We're close to 600. We still need 105 more residents. So since we were building mega tower, we might as well build more. Now, question is where should we put this mega tower? On the one hand, I don't want them to all go to the bottom because the traffic is already horrible with two mega tower down there. But at the same time, I don't want to keep them because, yeah, I don't want to keep them after this episode. I do want the city to do other stuff to unlock stuff, so this is all just temporary, right? So maybe I just keep it in the bottom here, just get it over with. 5,000 unemployed, that's not good. Yeah, let's just put down a mega tower down here. Does that really matter? This way? Yeah, whatever. Makes no much of difference at this point. It is a massive traffic hazard regardless where I put it at this point. And we just need to hopefully get enough, get it to 600,000 and then just unlock the town hall and call it a day. We don't need this city to run smoothly because clearly the roadmap is not designed for that. We just needed to get to 600,000 to fully unlock town hall. Huh. We are having some trash problem in the city. Let's see if we can fill the dump. Because we have way too many people, the trash demands will go up. But right now we don't have enough room to put another garbage center. So let's just delete these. If you delete the trash dump placement when there's trash inside, you will turn the trash into ground pollution. At this point, I don't really have a choice. I don't want to put another trash dump down to burn all these trash. I'll just have to make do like this. We are only 4,000 people away, so maybe one more. Yeah, the pollution here is horrible. So maybe one more apartment building would do. Really close. We're almost there. 600? Oh, there we go. 600,000. Yes, finally 600,000 residents in the city. We're done. We finished unlock the city hall, and we are done. Ooh, and the achievement, big government. We have finished unlocking everything in the town hall. Now this episode of 600,000 residents is finished. It took forever. So is the editing, and yeah. On the next episode, we'll be deleting all this inefficiency and transition the city into high wealth. Till next time, see you guys later. Bye.